Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well through the scriptures, priesthood, or for elect. I just wanted to speak on some conversations I've been having with white people, at the workplace or, at the gym, or when you just come across them, you have conversation. And you dealing with some of them, the sentiment is, yeah, man, there's too much division, man. We need to, it's the elites, it's the bankers, it's the rich, but the thing is now, all of a sudden that, your white privilege it doesn't have the same power anymore. Now you're ready to look at, the rich and the elites, but before that, you wasn't worried, all right, because you were in a comfortable world. You were in a comfortable position with the oppression of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are actually Israelites. See, as long as you can rule over them and be in positions of power and authority and make your little money, you ain't care about the elites. The elites and the bankers and the rich, they always been around, all right. But now, because that white privilege is it doesn't got the same effect for the average Joe Schmo, you got so-called you got white people that got to come to work nowadays, and the boss is a so-called black man or a so-called Latino man or even Native American, so-called, because there's a lot of so-called black people that are indeed actually Native American, based off what so-called white people classifying the Native American tribes. Salakia, my phone fell. But there was a period in time in history where the so-called white man made the Native American tribes that resembled the Negroes strongly, with the features of the what they say, the big lips and the noses and the woolly hair. You made those tribes classify as Negro, when in actuality they were the indigenous native tribe of Gad, or the respective tribes that was already over here. All right, and you could look up the Dawes. Was it the Dawes Act that did that, or it might have been something else? But yeah, but now we got to band together, and now it's too late to apologize. It's too late for equality. All people now you want to be equal. Now, no, all right. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus, known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 41, verse 5. It says, "The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach." Right. So Esau and the seed of Esau shall be in reproach forever, because posterity is your children, and perpetual mean forever. Because look at how you have been ruling the earth. Look at the earth under you. Look at the people under you. All right. The opioid epidemic. Who did that? The oil in the ocean and the water. Who did that? All right. The plastic in the water. Who did that? The ADHD, getting away from natural medicine into I believe Rockefeller was responsible for that. John D. Rockefeller, giving all this money and grants to these hospitals and these schools to shy away from and to totally discard the natural remedies that's provided out of the earth, and going to the synthetic studies of petroleum and making false medicines out of that, getting people on drugs, right? Who did that? All right. All the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how points to you. And now that that's not working for you as a whole anymore, as a nation, the only people that's benefiting now primarily is the rich. See, now it's equality. Now we got to band together. Oh, racism is no. It don't work like that. It says the children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. Yeah, you gonna say, oh, I didn't have anyone in slavery. Well, I didn't do that. Well, this is what your people did. All right. You have isolated incidents of so-called black people dealing drugs and killing people. And you know what? We take that blame as a nation. You have incidents of white people committing acts of racism because of isolated incidents that happened with them, with their experiences with so-called Negroes. Now they hate all Negroes. Like the one teacher, the one guy, there was a Jake. He was trying to school this teacher, so to speak, about racism in America, and she lost her mind. Got the yelling and screaming. I was in Atlanta on the subway and I got jumped by blacks, so I got the right to hate all blacks. Okay, well, your ancestors had my ancestors in slavery. During the 50s and the 60s, the racism and the lynching. All right, the Tuskegee experiment. Okay. First one fired, last one hired. All right, putting drugs in the community. So why we can't feel the same way? Total hypocrisy. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying lesson, just, some spiritual conversation, because I had a conversation with a guy today at work who appears to be an Edomite, a so-called white man, and I had a conversation with a guy yesterday, and I believe he might be a confusion of faces, but it's the same sentiment. Yeah, man, all the division, we gotta, come together, man. Well, no, y'all saying that now because now this is Deuteronomy. Let me see. Pardon me. Right, Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. See, now you're starting to experience the things we have been experiencing. All right. And now your back is against the wall. Now you're like a cornered animal, ready to lash out. And that's what you see with these Trump rallies, with these the Proud Boys, with these the so-called white man is virtually hated. All right. And it's based off the things that the people in power have done. The average white man, the guy that went to the army, came back, got his leg blown off, and now he's sitting on his porch getting his pension, chewing tobacco. That guy, he didn't do what Rockefeller did and what the Rothschilds are doing and have done, and but nevertheless they're all of the same people. All right, and he's feeling the brunt of that hate. The elites ain't feeling the brunt of that hate. Not in America. It's that the George Soroses and them guys, the Bill Gates, they not feeling that. It's your everyday Joe six-pack, as they call him. He's the six-pack of Bud, low maintenance guy, got his little truck, his little two-door pickup. That guy feeling the brunt of that. All right? Because it ain't, and now it's more, racism is still there, it always be there, of course, but now you ain't benefiting anymore, So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Let's hopefully let call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakodash. Shalom.